Hello! Thanks for joining me today on this tour about 5 different clasps for jewelry making. These aren't all the clasps that there are, but these are 5 that I like. Leave a message in the comments if you have a favorite. I don't know if I have a favorite, but I do know that the older I get, the harder it is to do those tiny, tiny ones. Also, if you'd like to know how to use crimp beads and crimp tubes, how to use crimp covers, I'll link my videos for those in the description of this video, as well as how to actually attach these clasps to jewelry.
Thanks for subscribing to Creative Solace Studios. At the end of this video, I'll recap these 5 jewelry making clasps with close-up pictures of them.
So let's start with one of the basics. I like the Lobster Clasp because it is a little bit bigger than those round ones. The little round ones are called a spring ring or a bolt clasp. Lobster Clasp is a little bit like the claw of the animal, the lobster. There's a couple different ways to attach these. This one I did, this is kind of messy here, but I'll show it to you. I did a wire wrapping onto the chain that it was on. And let's see what's on the other end of this one. It is, oh, this one, I didn't even put anything on the other end because I can open the Lobster Clasp and attach it right into the chain itself. Let's take a look at a couple other Lobster Clasps that I have here. This one has a jump ring on the end of it, and that's what the lobster hooks onto. I think I have another one with a split ring. Let's see if it's this one. Yes. The split ring here's a split ring where the wire wraps around more. A jump ring, the wire is just into one single circle. Either one works. I kind of think the split ring is sometimes more secure because it has more wire on it. This one is a really large split ring, which I find it so much easier to clasp into something that's bigger. And here's another example of that. So those are the Lobster Clasps. Let's move those out of the way and see what's next. A toggle clasp is basically where you have one little bar that goes through a circle. There are so many decorative styles of these. The tricky part with these is that sometimes the more decorative they get, the harder they are to put through there. This one works pretty well. And again, here's 2 different ways of attaching that same clasp. This one has a crimp bead, and this one has some wire wrapping attachment on there. The more decorative, or sometimes the less expensive ones, like this heart was super pretty, but it's hard to get in there. It's not as easy as some of the other ones. So that's just something to be cautious of with the toggle clasps, but look how cute. This one is a little fish and a little cat head. So those are some examples of some decorative toggle clasps.
I will also add to make sure the toggle hangs loosely. If it's crimped too tight or too close to the next bead, it can be difficult to operate and stiff.
Toggle clasps are easier to do than the other types of clasps where you have to do pinching. A hook clasp or a hook and eye clasp can even be more convenient on your fingers and your hands for attaching. When you're putting on and off your jewelry for a hook clasp, it's just a loop, a hook that slides in and out. Lots of fun decorative clasps on these. This one is a moon and there's a star on the other end of it. just some flourishes over here.
That one was actually an S hook clasp.
And, oh, this is the same, that's the same moon and star hook clasp. The next hook and eye clasp is more elaborate. It is flat on one end of it, still attaches with a hook and eye, but it's sturdier and has multi-strands. So this necklace has 3 strands that go through it.
Many styles of clasps can be made for multi-strands.
I really enjoy this one. I'm not worried about how to put this one on when I'm taking my jewelry on and off. I like that I could put 3 strands onto one necklace. This is a really handy clasp. I like that one a lot. Another multi-strand bracelet is this one, which has a slide clasp. The slide clasp is a long cylinder, a long bar piece that slides together. That one is very secure, and it has 5 strands on this bracelet. Nice chunky charm bracelet is able to be made with this one. These last 2 clasps that I showed you, I like the sturdiness of them. They're very secure.
To watch tours of some of these jewelry pieces, see related videos in the description.
To wrap things up, I wanted to mention that you don't have to use a clasp on jewelry. You can, here's your bonus idea, you can use a necklace that is already made, like these 2 necklaces, either that you buy new or that's a thrift store find, and then you can attach your charms or whatever jewelry you want to it. And these 2 are long enough that they're slip-on or slide-on necklaces, so I don't have to deal with clasps at all with those. So there's 5 jewelry making clasp ideas and a bonus 6th one where you can get around not using a clasp at all. Thanks for joining me today, and happy creating to you.